Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today and for joining me in Springwatch. 14 video projects coming out back to back to back to back. They are focused on the Spring, Summer and Celebration catalogue, and this one is a Celebration free stamp set. So you can get this one for free with a £45, €60 order. Obviously depends on which currency you work in, but it's lovely and it's a whopper stamp. Look at the size of that. So I'm going to show you how to make it. Now I coloured this with blends. I used paler colours. I'm going to go slightly brighter, but I may just wing it as I'm going. I actually am, because I've got none of my blends out there, all in my storage. Okay, so to start with, cut your piece of cardstock in half and score it in half. Doesn't matter whether you work in American 8.5 by 11 or International A4, just cut it in half and score it in half. Your layer over the top, make it 2.5 centimetres shorter and narrower, so that's an inch. And then this one, to go over the top of that, a further ½ centimetre shorter and narrower than the black. So about 1/4 of an inch, maybe even 1/8 of an inch if you want a nice little narrow border. And that's what I'm going to stamp on now. So I have my stamp and it's gorgeous. Look at the size of that, it's huge. I'm going to line it up on my grid paper. And actually I'm lining the bottom up on there, and then I'm going to use my Memento because I want that to be, because I want to use blends. Now if you haven't seen my technique for inking up with Memento, I take the ink pad to the stamp when it's at this size and you twist all over and then you tap, and then you know that you are well covered, and if you want to come back in and do the same, and then it is all well covered. Okay, and I want to position this further towards the top and press firmly, and there's my beautiful crisp image, and it is very crisp. Okay, while I've got that out and while it's drying, I'm going to get a sentiment, and actually I'm going to go with Happy Birthday this time. I went with Celebrate last time. I'm going to go Happy Birthday on this one. So peel off the backing, brand new. That's not the right block. There we go. And again, line this up. And repeat the same. So twist and then tap. And this is completely the wrong size, but that's okay because I'm going to trim it off shortly. Okay. So I'm going to use my mini trimmer. So cut off there. And cut that off there, and then actually I need to measure this because I'm going to put black around it. So this is, oh, let me just trim off a little bit more to make it an easier measurement. Oops. So it's 8.5 centimetres by, probably easier to do it ruler, 8.5 by 3, so I need a piece of black cardstock that's a little bit bigger than that. Have I got any black cardstock handy? Yes, I do. Phew! What did I say it was? 8.5 by 3? No, yes, 8.5 by 3. So I need it to be 9 by 3.5. So and that is for there. Bravo. Okay, so scooch those out of the way. And now I'm ready to colour. So I've got Flirty Flamingo back here, so I'm kind of thinking I need to use Flirty Flamingo. So I've got those, and I think I fancy Mint Macaron. I'm not really sure why. I'm going to go Balmy Blue. What colour shall I do my cake? I don't know, I'm going to come to that in a minute. So, let me zoom in for you. So I'm going to start with this big flower in the middle. I'm colouring all of the petals in pink, in the lighter of the two. And I've got my lids the wrong way round. And then I'm going to come in with the dark, just in the centre parts, and where the leaves would be in shadow, the petals rather, where they'd be in shadow a little bit. And just go over them again. I find that circular motions work very well with blends. And that's just made it darker. Right, let's get the right lids on now. Oops. And then this pair is, yeah, Balmy Blue. Did I say that before? I don't remember. I'm going to go with this one up here. And again, just the petals. I'm ignoring the centre because I'm going to come in with yellow. And over it again. I do enjoy blending. Such a peaceful thing to do. Why not? Let's have a green flower in mint macaron. We make up our own rules in crafting. I do anyway. I like to be sometimes a little deliberately contrary with my crafting, but you know, that's okay. Okay, and then I feel like I need some leaves that are a little bit darker. So this is light shaded spruce. Let's just see. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I'll go with this one. Let's bring that back in camera. If you do blends work, do let me know. And maybe share some projects. My email is on my blog for sure. If not, it's sam@pootles.co.uk. Send me some pictures. Or go to our craft forum. I've got well over 13,000 members in there. And people are sharing their creative projects all the time. So I'm coming back in with the darker ones. I forgot to do the buds. So I'm going to put the darker blue next to the blue flower, and then the darker of all of them, so the darker pink next to that one. And this one here, and like I say, I'm not sure what colour to do the cake. We'll maybe come to that in a minute. I'm going to put a light yellow, so light Daffodil Delight in the centre of the flowers. Almost feels like it just needs to be a plain white cake. I'm gonna leave that for a minute because I've got my light smoky slate for the bottom of the tray. And that's just blobbed. That's not annoying. I'm going to cover that with something, or I might. So I'm coming in with the other end. It's not darker, but it's because it's a bullet. It just acts darker, and then come back in again with a wider end and blend it all. What colour shall I do the cake? Shall I colour the cake? I don't know. I feel like it needs something. I feel like it needs something really pale. Yeah, okay, the very palest of the petal pink pair. It's really just to elevate it off the page more than anything. That's better. Yeah. Okay, let me zoom out then, so then I can finish off putting this card together. So that's going to get snailed to the black. That's going to go on my card front, or card blank rather. And sentiment on the front, with some dimensionals on the back. And that can just sit nicely there. There we go. What do you think? Hope you like it. I love doing blends work, and I think this is a stamp set that definitely lends itself very well to it. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.